Hello, everybody. This is White Mage Trinity coming to you from the Andromeda Network. Now, we are back here on the world, the brand new one that we started just last video. I have been doing my own thing and renovating our little house and landscaping our little town and making it look a little bit more prettier. But we did just get our shopping district in order and it's now up and running. So there are new shops that have just sprung up out of nowhere. Ever since the last video, we've had a lot of new players and also a lot of returning players. So let's pop over to the shopping district, take a look around a little bit. We have a shop over here from Olivia and a shop across the street from it built by Sarah. They are mirroring each other. It's kind of cute. They have like a little face on the front of it. Looks like they have a little mustache. Oh, I see over here we have some prismarine blocks. I'm definitely going to use some of those. We also have a shop over here that just popped up from Jesse Wayne. He is a server owner, so there's a lot of starting items that you can get from his shop. There's a lot of parkour courses of varying degrees just scattered all around, so if you feel like doing some parkour, there's always different courses. I think there's even ones that you can do with a friend. We also have another shop over here. This one's Ketchup Killers. He has some diamond tools for sale and some other blocks. Now, this is just the beginning of the shopping district. These shops will soon change and become much more when they sell more. And we got Christian Marie's shop over here. Oh, we're definitely going to use some of these wool blocks. I'm going to grab some of this cyan wool right now and just keep on going. But I wanted to get some of the blocks from the shopping district and bring them back home and combine them into my build. So I decided to kind of outline this little warped forest area with all these cyan wool blocks. And as I was building, I started getting ideas as I was going. And I started combining in the warped Nylium fungi blocks. I don't know what they're called. At first I thought, wouldn't it look a little bit better if the warped forest was kind of growing out from the middle? So I tried to make them look like it was like veins of a fungi. I don't know. I'm just making stuff up. But we did take some of those prismarine blocks, and I think I'm gonna make the whole floor of the house out of these prismarine blocks. Get rid of all this cobble. We don't need no cobble. Cobble is an ugly block. Why use ugly blocks when we got these pretty blocks? And it also fits with the color theme so much better. So here we go. We got some stairs. Just put these up real quick. And we're just gonna put them up and down to try to do a foundation look. Give it some depth, I guess. I don't know. So we're using stairs, and then we're gonna make some slabs for the entryway right here, and also the slabs for the inside. But that means we're gonna have to lower everything down by a block so it'll fit into the floor. And that way nothing can spawn inside of the house. You know, we're trying to be as safe as possible. And then we got our entryway, and I'm gonna put a door right there. Now let's move some of these trees around. I'm also gonna start replacing these logs for the house with the warped stems. I just like the look of them that much better. I mean, the texture, Isn't it so much better than just the oak? I think so. But I had a friend come join us, but of course they promptly AFK'd, so I pushed them inside and went back to work. Started putting more trees in. Some of these trees grow kind of wonky, so I was shaping them as I was going and taking more of these fungi blocks and trying to make it look like it was growing out from the center. I think it looks pretty neat. Much better than just outlining the area. Looks like it's kind of like taking over the surrounding forest, like warping the forest. And then our new friend came back. This is our friend from the Steve video where we went into the Nether for the Nether update. And of course, we got a lot of work to do for this area. I was still considering how to do lighting options. As you can see, we have no lights other than these lanterns around the house. And so I was thinking maybe putting down some shroom lights in the ground might look kind of nice. But I still haven't figured out an exact design I want to look pretty. I mean, eventually we're gonna have to figure out how to do some type of pathway through this mess of warped blocks. All this blue, all this teal. And we're also gonna have to come up with a name for our little spider friend over here. I still haven't named him. Okay, I'm trying to get some better trees in here, or warp stems, ones that are actually taller. And that way we can not have them blocking all the view of the lower areas. I think it makes this little garden area look a little bit better if the trees are just a little bit taller. We've also been trading with villagers, getting ready to make our own shop in the shopping district. But there's a lot of work we gotta do before we get that far. I'm sure there's lots of other players on the server that want to do their own shops also. So yeah, we're just gonna replace this whole area with Netherrack now, and then now that we have enough bones, we can spread the Nylium further out from the middle. It's as if it's taking over the local forest. But I had a lot of fun doing this little build, just replacing all the grass with these new colors. I think it looks so much better. I don't know, it just makes it look so different. I'm not used to all these new blocks, so using them in a build like this, it's kind of interesting in my eyes. I try to, you know, make our little feng shui garden a little bit bigger, and I actually ended up using stacks upon stacks of bones for all of this. There's so much bone meal that went into all of this, but thankfully we have this little mob farm over here that just keeps turning out bones and keeps turning out gunpowder, so we're gonna just fill up our shop with nothing but rockets. And we might even do something like warped Nylium. I'll try to think some other things I can sell. Maybe shroom lights. I'll think of some other things that we can sell. If you have anything that you want us to sell, just, you know, comment in the Discord or comment on the video. I've also been trying to figure out exactly where I wanted to put our nether portal. Of course, we're probably gonna have to move it a little bit further away unless we want to combine it into the blue and teal color palette. Now, there is this abandoned structure, those abandoned portal structures that they just added to Minecraft. There is one right over here next to the base that I found while exploring. And it even has a little bit of grinding obsidian in the portal structure frame, which I thought was pretty neat. So I just put it in the corners, finished up the portal, and kind of fixed some of these holes around the room structure. We're gonna come back to it later and make it look a little bit better. But let's go back to our house, move around some trees, get some more fungi blocks, put some more of these down. I also put all these pumpkins and melons right on the border of my claim, so if there's any players that wander by, they can get some free melons or pumpkins if they see my house. And we're also going to start replacing all this wood with the new wood, because it looks so much better, it fits with the color palette so much better. All these blue blocks, we've never had all these colored blocks like this. Just the wood and stems and the prismarine blocks. I feel like they fit so well together in the color palette. I can't believe it. And this is the first update where we can really take advantage of something like this. I'm just gonna, spread around these new warped root blocks, warped roots, I think they're called. And we've also got some of these new warped vines that we're gonna start putting down around the area. So we're just gonna use even more bone meal to make it look even more beautiful. Put in some more trees. I think we're just gonna, cover this whole area in these warped trees. And when we figure out exactly how we want to do our path blocks, we're probably just gonna align it with these warped trees. And now that we have more of these planks, we can place more of the wood blocks. I'm trying to make it look like that the warped blocks are kind of like slowly taking over the house. Like as if they're, I don't know, some kind of liquid just taking over the house from underneath. I think it looks, I know it's a silly idea, but I think it'll make the house look so much better when we're going through just bit by bit changing everything. Because when we started, this whole thing was just like, old school Minecraft blocks. I mean, I was using granite. That is one of the new blocks, but isn't that new. And we're also gonna have to expand our little creeper farm over here, because we just got word that there's another person on the server who's been planning to sell rockets. That's right. So we got some competition. So we gotta make our farm a little bit bigger so we can get just that many more creepers in here. So once we start our shop, we're gonna have our competition as soon as we start. But that's okay. That's okay. We're gonna have more than enough rockets to fight any competition. I mean, we don't really need to make money. We're a mod. We can just, I'm just doing this for fun. So once again, to expand our creeper farm even more, we're gonna have to break out this wall in the middle, and we're just gonna add another spawning platform. And I soon realized that I made it one block off again. And this is why I should be measuring twice. Okay, well, it's okay. Not that big of a deal. You just take the blocks out, put them back in, and there we go. And now we just need to make our spawning platforms and bring trapdoors back in, fix the water. We're gonna have to probably do some kind of drop shaft so we can, or use signs. Yeah, we're probably gonna use signs to block the water so all the mobs that get pushed along don't get stopped. And mainly it's actually just for the water. To make the water flow a little bit better, we're gonna have to use some signs. And that also means that this platform here on the side is gonna have to be probably 1 block above the rest. So you're gonna have to lower the drop shaft in the middle here so it flows efficiently. But that's okay. You can just use a few signs to block the water and, you know, just put all the trapdoors back, put the layers of dirt back. I've already done this, so once you get into it and already know exactly how you want to build it, it gets easier. You know what I mean? And there we go. We got now 3 lines of spawning platforms all ready to go, all ready to spawn us some creepers and skeletons. Thank you all for tuning in to check out what we've been doing. You'll have to tune in next time because we will be fighting the Ender Dragon. That's right, episode 3, we're going to be fighting the Ender Dragon. See you next time.